What up, my rebels? Now that I'm YouTube famous for extolling the virtues of Cacophony Scamp, let's do something different and open some packs. But before we do, I want to preface by saying a few things. And if you absolutely don't care and just want to see the cards, that's cool. Feel free to skip ahead. I won't be offended. But for the rest of us, let's start by acknowledging that there are two viewpoints to any tradable card game, and that these two things aren't mutually exclusive. The first is that it's an intellectual game whereby you analyze the pieces of said game, in this case, the cards. You prepare yourself to play the game, in this case, understanding the rules and how the game pieces behave within those rules and the deck building. And then you manage resources, you adapt and strategize while you're actually playing. Those universal principles can really apply to any game you can think of, from chess to basketball to Mario Kart. Now, the second viewpoint concerning physical card games like Magic, where you don't start off by having every single game piece at your disposal, is that it's a monetary investment. Like it or not, it is. And if you don't think so, then it means you never bring cards back home with you after a draft, for example. Or you just leave everything on the table and walk away after every game you play. In fact, it also means that you don't have a single card in your collection. If that's you, then cool. But if you own even a single card, then you can't say that Magic is not an investment, because it means that you see some value in holding on to authentic representations of the game pieces, and that they aren't as easy to replace as simply buying a new chess set, especially as your collection gets bigger and bigger. Now, having established this intrinsic aspect of Magic, over the years I've become adamantly opposed to buying sealed products. And the main reason for this is because it's no different or less addictive than gambling. The idea that a company markets this stuff to minors is not just disturbing and unethical, but appalling. It really makes me sick to my stomach. I can understand if the packs were priced at $1, something closer to what they cost to produce, while still providing the company with a healthy profit margin. But can you imagine, as a 13-year-old, saving your pennies to afford a $10, $15 pack of Masters Horizon or some crap, only to pull a 25-cent rare? And when's the last time you've heard of someone buying no more than one pack in their lifetime? It's really outrageous and exploitative to allow teenagers to gamble and to establish such a pattern of behavior so early in life. But, having said all that, I don't know where I'd be if I didn't have Magic in my life. I think it's as mentally and visually stimulating as it is brilliant, and it was created to be a social game first and foremost, where you actually got out of the house, away from screens, and interacted with other human beings. I know that sounds like an outlandish concept now in 2023, but that's what it was. People used to gather at card and comic shops without phones in their pockets, much less phones with LCD screens, and they'd just have fun enjoying the game together. Tragically, so many local game stores have failed over the years, partly due to Wizards' business practices, aggressive reprint strategy, and pumping out product like DuPont does fluoride. But all of this to say that if you buy singles instead of packs, in other words, lottery tickets, it goes a long way to actually help the community. And if everyone did that, then WotC would have no choice but to lower the MSRP of their packs, or else to always fire sale their products on Amazon, and I'm good with either of those. So if I'm such an advocate for buying singles, then how did I end up with these? Well, they were liquidating at Toys R Us, and I paid about 15 Canadian each. I really don't expect much out of them and consider my money wasted, to be honest. But without further ado, let's just crack these open and see what I get. You'll bear with me through any technical difficulties since it's the first time I'm doing this. Alright, one collector booster. There's the first one. There's the second. Now I don't know what direction the cards will be facing, so we start with a foil treasure token. Hopefully we could get it to focus. Okay, we're backwards. Oceanus Dragon. I don't think I've even ever seen that before. Sword Called Serpent. Another blue common. Navigation Orb. Haven't seen that either. I don't know what these go for. Okay, I know about these gates. I don't think I had that before. This I had. Wow, a forest. So glad I paid 15 bucks a pack. Alright, Goggles of the Night. Read what that does. Oh, not bad. A background. This one's an etched foil. I don't much care for them. Jan Jansen. Great, a 25-cent rare. Extended art. I won't even pronounce that. Oh, Displacer Kitten. That's a fun one, actually. Happy I pulled that. Another etched foil. Don't think this one's worth much. What that does. Don't think that one's worth anything either. Oh, wow. Alright. I'm down for that. There's our token. Yeah, these are called battle bond lands or bond lands. Good for multiplayer EDH games. Pack number 2. A few moments later. Don't want to damage the cards. Alright, here we go. Another navigation orb. Marble Diamond. It's pretty old school. Goes back to Mirage. Marut. When it enters, if mana from a treasure was spent, create a treasure. Whatever. Never heard of it. Skullport Merchant. When it enters, create a treasure token. Passageway Seer. I don't know, are these all foil? An island. Rilza? That's what it does. Candle Keep Sage. It's a background, which is pretty much useless in one-on-one games, unless it's EDH. Yeah, I don't think that was anything good. Didn't I get that in the last pack? Okay, maybe not. Oh, not too bad. He's worth a couple bucks. Worth nothing. Duke Alder Ravengard. Not sure what that is. Beginning of combat, another creature you control gains haste and myriad. Not bad. High to cast. Okay, we just skipped ahead. Murim. Not bad. Don't know if this is worth anything. And a foil Undercity initiative token. There you have it. Don't gamble. And finally, to end the video, I have a tip for you. As you may have noticed, most of the cards I got were Pringles, meaning foils that curve, which is a big reason that a lot of people don't like foils. But there's an easy way to actually fix that, and it doesn't require heat or anything crazy. So what you do is, let's say you store 4 cards to a sleeve. You just turn them front to back and back to front, creating this kind of accordion effect. But you put that in a sleeve. Of course, it helps when you have 4 of the same card, so that you know where they are and it's not a nightmare to sort them. And just keeping them like this will eventually flatten them out. Or if you keep your foils 1 per sleeve, you can store them in the same manner, just like that. And let's say you have a bunch of them, front to back, back to front. You put them in a card box, and if they're at the bottom, you stack the box vertically, so the weight of the other cards in it are just gonna compress it down, and over time they'll be flat. It works. So there you have it. This isn't worth anything. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you on the next one.